Hey, everybody. I am so excited to be live with you this morning. Happy Monday morning. And today I want to talk about expert extraction. What the heck is that? No, it's not a dental procedure. But here's the deal is that when you are an expert trying to get your message out to create your online course or your online product or whatever it is, even your core business, if you have a brick and mortar business, what your job is to get your expertise out of your head and be able to help you serve customers with your expertise, right? That's your whole goal in creating your business is you have somebody who you are serving who has a problem and you have the result and you are going to guide them down the path to get to that result faster than they can do it on their own, right? So that's overall your goal. That's exactly, how it is to start a business and to grow a business and to show up and to serve your people is you are able to find people out there who have a challenge that you can solve, and then you are providing them with the fastest path to do that. So this past week, there were a number of experts who were teaching about how to build your course and how to create your course framework and how to put it out on a tool faster than you ever thought possible. Right. The challenge is that as an expert, absolutely, you should be packaging your expertise in a way that helps your people, right? Just like what I said, they have a problem, you have a solution, and you are able to guide them down that fastest path to be able to do that. The challenge though is that as an expert, it's really, really hard to remember what it's like to be to not be an expert, right? To be a beginner and to really need to show up and teach people at the level that they are currently at in order to help them learn what they need to learn. Because as an expert, like, you're super passionate and excited about what you're teaching, which means that like you want to teach them all the things and all of the expertise that you know. The problem is, like, if you look at on the scale of expertise, like, you're at like a 10, you're like jazzed up, super excited, you got all the facts, all the information, all the everything, right? Your learner's like back here and at like a 2 or a 3 or something like that. And so what you need to do is you actually need to go back to what it was like to be a 2 or a 3, kind of reach back to that in your expertise and then guide them to whatever is the result that you're trying to get for them. Not start at a level 10, give them everything and pour it in, and then hope that they can, actually also be successful. So the way that you need to do this as an expert, because it's so difficult to kind of go backwards and see what it like, remember what it was like to not be an expert, is to do two things. So this is a two-step process. So this tip that I'm giving you today is 2 steps. The first is that you need to just like extract all of your expertise out of your head, right? So if you're like, all right, I'm interested in creating an online course, I'm interested in packaging my expertise in a way that will help other people. The very first thing that you need to do is just get all of the things that you want to teach, all the steps along the path, all of the important stuff that you think that needs to be in there, and just get it out of your head. Just completely extract it out of your head. The way that I recommend doing that is to take a bunch of Post-it notes, probably more than this, and literally each thing that you think of, put it on one Post-it note. So grab a marker and put it down, and then put it to the side. Extract the next thing, put it down, put it to the side, extract the next thing, put it down, right? So you're going to have a whole bunch of Post-it notes. Now you can put this on a whiteboard, you can put this on your window, you can put wherever you want to put it, right? But you're going to just keep doing that, keep extracting everything from your head that that you think about in your course. Then what you're going to do is determine what the path is, what that success path is, or the framework, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, all it is what's your perfect learner, your perfect customer's journey from where they are today to the result that you're promising, right? So the way that I recommend doing this is it's actually like a horizontal line, right? It's a journey. They're physically going through the journey to go from where they are to where they want to be. And so out of all of those post-it notes that you did, put the steps, like actionable things that they would do along that path in a horizontal line. This starts to frame what the success path is, what the results path is for your learner to get from where they are to where they're going. So you're going to have a number of those. Usually we recommend 5 to 8. Have a number of those on your horizontal line. Then you're going to have a whole bunch of other post-it notes that are out there from your extraction. And then you're going to determine, like, is this on the path or is this not on the path, right? Do they need this right now? Or is this something that's helpful information or interesting information or something that I feel like is super important, but maybe only at a level 10? And determine where that fits on the results path, right? Because here's the thing, and people always like go crazy when I say this, but most of those post-it notes that you've just extracted aren't actually going to end up in your course because they don't need them. They don't need them to be successful. So as a guide, your job actually is to take away as much of the extraneous information as possible to provide them the simplest path. Because as an expert, your value isn't in teaching them everything that you know. Your value is actually in providing them with the fastest path to results, which you are uniquely qualified to do because you can see that direct path that will help them be successful, right? That's where you're going to excel in this. So as an expert, your value actually isn't in how much you know. Your value is being able to look at what you know and distill it down to its most simple form so somebody else can be successful. So there is my live for you today. There are all sorts of amazing nuggets in here that I talk about and teach and coach directly on in Learn Academy. So if this is something that you're struggling with, start with the extraction. Just get it all out of your head, because what happens is it all gets jumbled up in there, right? It gets jumbled up and confusing in terms of what goes where and how do I want to teach it and what's the thing that makes the most sense and is this necessary, is this not necessary? So get it all out. And then start to organize it and then get it down to its most simplified form. So hopefully this serves you today. Have a great day and do this activity. It will help immensely, especially if you are in the place where you're like, I want to create something, but I cannot figure out exactly what it is or how to organize my content so it's something that's valuable for other people. Because what you have to offer is so valuable and so important, but it's not about how much you know, it's about how well you can provide a simplified, fast path for your students so they can be successful. So there you go. Hopefully this serves you. Have a great day and we will talk again later.